excited. We're going to crush it today. We're going to hit those dumbbells. And we're going to hit well over 500 repetitions using strength and cardio to get there. All right. We're basing it on time, but we're going to shoot for 10 repetitions of our strength in 60 seconds. And you're going to aim for 10 to 15 reps of a big cardio movement in 20 seconds. 10 seconds rest between each one, 4 times through. All right. We're going to get our timer going for our warm up. We're starting on the floor with those hamstring kicks. All right. So we're going to lie on our back, feet straight out in front of us. Bend your right knee. That left hand comes across the front and grabs that outside back of that leg. And then you're going to kick that right leg like you're kicking up over that left shoulder. Big squeeze in the quads to straighten that leg. Feel a big stretch down the outside back of that hamstring. All right. Try to keep that foot nice and relaxed. You're going to want to flex it. Try to keep it relaxed and try to keep those hips flat on the floor. All right. We're going to kick and hold and squeeze for a couple seconds and then bend it back down. All right. Up and down we go. Big squeeze. Good. About 10 more seconds. We want to hit about 8 to 15 repetitions, or until we feel like we're not getting that big stretch anymore in that quad, that hamstring. And switch legs. Big kick, and then relax it back down. All right. So you're going to try to get as big of a stretch as you feel comfortable with. Everybody might get a different straightening of that leg. Try to keep those hips flat and that foot relaxed. This is a great stretch to do if you feel like you have tight hamstrings, or if you are ever cramping in your hamstrings. A lot of people will tell me that they might wake up in the middle of the night or their hamstring just cramps up and they can't get rid of it. You do this stretch, it can help shut down that cramp and really help those hamstrings feel a lot better. Keep kicking, squeeze it up there, hold it. Good, and then back down. One more rep, big squeeze up. Beautiful, and back down. We're going to put those feet flat on the floor in line with those knees, in line with those hips. You're going to go up into a glute bridge. Big squeeze on that butt. Those elbows are going to be right at the front of those rib cage, and you're going to point those thumbs towards the floor. So as if you're pulling apart, you're going to go up into a glute bridge, back down, and then point those thumbs towards the floor like you're pulling them apart. All right. You should feel that pull apart in the back of those shoulder blades. All right. Really focus on squeezing that back without arching your back. Squeeze the belly button in. Good. Elbows are at the front of that rib cage. Big squeeze. So this warms up some muscles in our back to give us better posture, better shoulder position throughout our workout. All right. 3 more seconds. Big squeeze. Nice job. We're rolling over. We're going to a bird dog. I'm going to grab a tennis ball. We're going into a quadruped position. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, toes flipped under. You're going to lift opposite arm, opposite leg, alternating back and forth. I want you to think about making yourself nice and long. All right. Nice and long. Nose is pointed towards the floor. Every time you come up, you're squeezing the glutes. And as you can see, I have a tennis ball on my lower back because I'm really working on keeping my back from moving or rotating at all. Pulling that belly button in. Good. All right. Next exercise, we're going to a lunge. We're going to reach our right hand towards our left foot, and then that right hand is going to come up and out to the side. So down into a lunge, tapping that front foot, and then that right hand comes up and out to the side like your thumb is pointing towards the wall behind you. All right, up and down you go. When you come up out of that lunge, you're into a balance position. I want you to focus on coming up, squeezing the glutes, belly button in, pointing that thumb away from you, squeezing the back of that shoulder blade, just like we warmed up. Good, guys, that looks great. Perfect, and we're switching sides, down, up and out to the side. I like to talk about the shoulder gap, right? Keep a nice shoulder gap. That shoulder stays down and back. This is almost like you're pulling a sword from your pocket, or like you're Vanna White presenting your letters, whatever. Just try to go up and out to the side, thumb pointed behind you. Work on that balance. All right. Toes should be pointed straight ahead. Feet should be hip width apart. 5 seconds, and we're going to a squat, to a lateral step, and a jump. So we're squatting down, toes straight ahead, right underneath those hips. Step to one side, jump it up. All right, back and forth you go. Up. Good, guys. You're gonna press in and lead with that knee as you step to the side. You can go up onto those toes at any point in time if you want to make it a low intensity workout. 5 seconds. Almost there. We're going to push-pull jacks. Last exercise of the warm-up. Jumping jack feet. Pushing and pulling those hands in front of you and then back. All right? As you push forward, you're engaging the chest. As you pull back, you're squeezing those elbows, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Good. Belly button in, toes straight ahead, soft knees. And at any point, you can step it out. All right? Try to keep that chin tucked in the crown of your head, extended towards the ceiling. 3 seconds, guys. Woo! Keep those feet moving. 60, 10, then 20, 10, 4 times through. First one is a lunge with a bicep curl to a shoulder press. All right, lunge just like warm up. Step it down and back. Bicep curl, rotate those hands, shoulder press. All right, then you're gonna switch feet. Down, bicep curl, shoulder press. All right, 60 seconds, shooting for those 10 repetitions. As you can see, I like to come up on one leg during that shoulder press. It engages those glutes and gives you the added benefit of working on that stability, right? Working on that balance. The more stable you are, right, the better foundation you have for strength. Plus, it forces you to engage those glutes. All right, so squeeze the glutes, belly button in, press it up to the ceiling. Try not to let that chest open up. Exhale as you press those hands up to the ceiling, since that's the most difficult movement. Squeeze, good. Work on those shoulder gaps. Perfect. Our next exercise in our 20 seconds is that squat, lateral step, jump, just like warm-ups. All right? Squat, step, jump. 20 seconds, come on. Right? I want you keeping that chest nice and tall. Belly button stays in. If you have a small band at home, you can band those knees. Try to keep those toes straight ahead. That's round one, guys. Woo! All right, let's get those weights ready. Lunge, bicep curl, shoulder press. Beautiful technique, guys. Great position. Good. Squeezing those shoulders down and back as you push those weights over your head, right? It's not about the thigh gap. It's about the shoulder gap, right? All right. Work on that form. Always focusing on your position. If you're having a really hard time balancing, you can always do what I like to call the kickstand. You just tap that toe on the floor so that most of your weight is still in the other leg. But challenge yourself because the balance will come. Last 2 seconds. Woo! Nice job, guys. Shake those arms out. Keep those feet moving. Back into that squat with that lateral step. Here we go. Only 20 seconds. Big, strong, powerful movements. Get that heart rate high. Right? Push and work over halfway through. Let's go. 5 seconds. Nice work, guys. Yes. Beautiful. Whew. Halfway through that first round. Get those weights. Whew. Here it is. Lunge. Bicep curl. Back to that shoulder press. Those shoulders burning yet? Mine are. Woo! Work that position. Challenge yourself. Remember, by bringing those arms out nice and wide, since a lot of us have only lighter weights at home, you're challenging your shoulders more. All right, if you keep them in close to those ears, it makes it a lot easier. So feel free to go nice and wide. Squeeze the glutes, belly button in. Remember that chin stays tucked. Your crown is extended. 10 more seconds. Good, one last rep. Get it in there. Work it. Yes. Nice job, guys. Woo. Let's crush that cardio. 20 seconds goes so fast. Let's go. Get low. Bend those knees. Drive heel toe. Jump it up. Swing those arms. Woo! Push. Let's get it, girls. Let's go. Push it up there. 5 seconds. Keep up. Good form. Nice job. Woo! Get ready. Round 4. All right. This is our last set. These 2 exercises. Lock it in. You will find this last group is going to challenge you on that balance as those shoulders fatigue. Beautiful work, guys. You're hitting those 90 degrees. In that lunge. Come on. 10 seconds. You guys look absolutely fabulous. We're almost there. 5. Yes. I love it, guys. All right. Last round of that squat lateral step. You guys are going to get a 30-second breather. Let's go. Down. Step it out. Toes stay straight ahead. Try to keep those knees right in line with those toes. Right in line with those hips. Yes. Nice and soft knees as you land. 5 seconds. Beautiful. All right, get a quick drink. Your next exercise is a standing chest fly. So you're standing, palms facing forward. You're gonna squeeze those dumbbells up in front of you, making like a capital A, all right? Your cardio is going to be a push-pull jack, all right? Just like warm-ups. Here we go. Standing nice and tall, belly button in. Exhale as you squeeze those weights up in front of you, making that capital A, meeting almost right in front of those shoulders, right? Slight bend in those elbows. Whew. I'm so sore from yesterday. Oh, heavens. These are so hard, even with lighter weights. Yes, I promised I would challenge you guys at home. You can get a great workout with light weights. Beautiful. Keep that chest tall, belly button pulled in, glutes nice and tight. I want you to focus on staying nice and tall, right? I want you swinging back like that, right? 5 seconds, come on, one more rep. Beautiful, guys. All right. Woo. Push-pull jacks. These are not as heavy hitters. You're gonna hit way more repetitions than 15. At least that's what I expect, right? Out and in. Big squeeze on that back. Push those hands away like you're pushing somebody away from you, right? Push those temptations. Pull in the good habits. Let's go. 5 seconds. Push it. Nice and quick. Soft knees. Beautiful. Let's go for round 2, guys. Woo. All right. Let's get it. Roll those shoulders down and back. Chest up tall. Woo. These are nice, slow repetitions, guys. Oh my heavens, I'm burning today. Woo. All right, we're burning together. We're struggling together. I am really sore. Woo. 5 seconds. Or I'm sorry, 5 more repetitions. We're about halfway. Sorry, guys. Exhale as you squeeze those dumbbells up in front of you, meeting them in the middle, in front of that chest. Palms are up, facing away from you. So you're making that big letter A, making almost like a tent shape, right? The tip of a triangle. 3 seconds, one more rep. Woo! Nice work, guys. Okay, moving those feet. Next round of push-pull jacks. I'm gonna be excited to finish this group. Here we go. Out and in, nice and quick. Remember that form. Belly button in. Chin tucked, crown extended. Push and pull, let's go. Nice and quick. We want a nice high heart rate, right? Make every movement count. Squeeze. Whew. Nice job. 10 seconds. Don't stop moving those feet. Catch your breath, because these are not heavy hitters, right? Whew. All right, shoulders down and back. Right back to that chest fly. This movement doesn't take as much time as that lunge, bicep curl, shoulder press, right? But that does not mean that we don't want to go nice and slow through those movements, shooting for 8 to 12 reps, right? If you want to build muscle, those are the repetition range that you want to be in, 8 to 12. All right, nice and slow, control down, big squeeze up. Nice, control down, right? We don't let gravity control us. We control our weights. That nice, slow movement, when you're with gravity, whew, it's going to tear those muscles up. That's how we get bigger. That's how we get stronger. Beautiful, guys. Nice work. Back to moving those feet. Get ready. Want those heart rates high, right? 2 seconds. Push it up. Let's go. Push it up nice and high. Belly button in. Soft knees. Big squeeze. Let's go. Come on. The harder you squeeze those muscles, the more heart rate climb you're going to see. 3 seconds. Nice and quick. Finish fast. Beautiful. Don't stop moving those feet. Active recovery. All right. Get those weights ready. We've got our last round. Shoulders down and back. Palms forward. Make that big A. Nice. Slow down. All right. This is it. This is our last set for these 2 exercises. So make every repetition count. Embrace the burn. Think about all the good work you're doing for those muscles. As those arms get tired, make sure that chest stays nice and tall, right? You don't want those shoulders squeezing up towards those ears. Make those chest muscles and those shoulders work to squeeze those weights up in front of you. Nice, slow back down. Under 10 seconds. Come on, nice, slow, one last rep. Nice, slow down, down, slow. Yes. Woo! All right. Push, pull jacks for the finish of this group. 20 seconds. Let's go. Beautiful. Big squeeze. Pushing it away. Pulling the good stuff in. 10 seconds. You're going to get a 30-second break. I want that heart rate high. Let's go. Yeah, let's get it, girls. Beautiful work. Keep those feet moving. Get a quick drink. Our next exercise is a single leg deadlift to a lunge. All right. So we're going to have that right foot on the floor first. You're going to bend into that deadlift. So bend at the waist. Back stays flat. Then that left foot steps back. You go down into a lunge. And then you're standing back up. So it's a single leg deadlift. Then that other leg steps back into that lunge. Stand it back up. All right. That does not mean that I want you to tip that foot behind you in that deadlift. All right. We challenge that position. The weights are going to be light. As you go down into that deadlift, your butt going behind you is going to be your counterbalance. That back stays nice and flat. Beautiful. Woo! This bad boy burns. And you're going to feel it in those glutes. I sure hope. Right? Work that balance. My left foot is not touching the ground, but you can always tap it down because that single leg deadlift is very, very challenging. All right. Nose pointed towards the floor. Keep that belly button pulled in at all times to support that back. Woo! All right. Your cardio round is a plyo push-up. So hands are wide in that plank position. You're bending those elbows and then driving those hands through the floor. Feel free to drop to those knees and just go up and down. All right. I want you focusing on squeezing those elbows towards your body. All right. If you are having a hard time getting your hands off the floor, you can simply release and tap each shoulder. All right. Back up to those feet. Woo! We've got that single leg deadlift to a lunge. Same leg. All right. Down. Back into that lunge. Up and squeeze that booty. Right. Work that balance. Challenge those glutes. The more time you're balancing, the more you're challenging not just your gluteus maximus, but also what I like to call the side butt. All right, very, very important for back health, hip health, and knee health. All right, there's lots to be gained from that. Come on, keep going. We're over halfway. It's burning. All right, love the burn. Push, squeeze, and work. Come on, 10 seconds, ladies. Holy guacamole, 5. One more rep. I'm on fire from my toes to my hip. Woo! Shake it out. You get to get off those feet, down low for that plyo push-up. Remember, challenge it. Get into that push-up. Try to get those hands off the ground. And if you can't, if you are unable, right? Luckily, I'm already doing push-ups. You tap that chest. Come on. Drive those hands through the floor. Keep those elbows pulled towards your sides. As you can see, I'm doing them from my knees. There's nothing wrong with it. All right? You challenge yourself for what you've got today. Single leg deadlift to other leg. Left foot on the ground. All right. I don't know about you, but my booty's on fire. All right. Bend at the waist, flat back. Since this is nice and slow and controlled, right? As you sit back into that lunge, focus on that second toe digging into the floor. I want them hip width apart. Whoops. All right, nice flat back, down into that 90 degrees. Then you lift that foot back up. Drive that heel through the floor. Stand up and squeeze. 15 seconds. Woo. Good control. Let's go, guys. Under 10, just a couple reps left. Finish strong. Woo. Round 3, plyo push-ups, guys. We've got this. Give it all you've got. Push through the floor. Drive it up. You can always start on those toes and then drop to those knees. That belly button stays pulled in. Drive it up. There's no need to clap. 4 seconds, go. Woo. Oh, baby, it burns. All right. One last round, ladies. One last round. Stacey's back up on her feet, crushing it. Woo! Here we go. Bend that knee. Hips go back. Flat back as you go into that lunge. Stand up from that deadlift. Oh, it burns so good. Right? In through the nose, out through the mouth. As you drive and stand up from that deadlift lunge combo, focus on that form. Remember, the belly button stays pulled in, our back stays flat. Try to keep that neutral back position. I'm burning, guys. We're almost there. 10 seconds. At any point, you can go into that kickstand. 3 seconds, finish strong. Yes, that was it. Plyo push-ups for the finish of this group. Yes, you can. Let's go. Drive through those hands on those knees if you need to. Just don't cross those feet. Woo! At any point, you can switch to a shoulder tap. Remember, elbows are squeezing toward that body. 30-second breather. All right? First round, you have a renegade row. 2 ways to do this. You can either do it in a full plank position right here. All right? It is very, very hard to keep your hips square on that. You can do that quadruped just like we did that bird dog. All right? Focusing on keeping that back neutral. I'm going to show you with the tennis ball the difference between that quadruped position. You're doing it just on one side. All right? Squeezing that elbow towards the ceiling. All right? If you go into that plank, you're going to be rotated a little bit. Much harder to stay square. So you do what you need to do. Squeeze it towards the ceiling. Most important, nose is pointed towards the floor. Belly button stays pulled in. Squeeze it up there. Beautiful, guys. If you find you're crooked because of the weight, go ahead and grab your other weight and put your hands on both. All right. Beautiful. Big squeeze on that elbow up towards the ceiling. Nice work. Your cardio round is a pop squat. Feet go out into that squat position, and then you're jumping it up. If you're not jumping, you're stepping out to the side, reaching up to the middle. All right? Up and down you go. You can take that jump out. You can even alternate jumping. If you want to take it up a notch, you reach those hands towards the ceiling each time. Bend those knees, yes. Back to that renegade row. I prefer the quadruped position. All right, nice flat back. It's harder to do with that ball on there because the weights are gonna keep you up high. So, all right, neutral back, guys. Squeezing the elbow up towards the ceiling, bringing that weight up towards your torso, towards your hip. Exhaling as you squeeze up. Yes, nice work. Pretend you have that martini glass on your back. No rotation, just a big squeeze on one side. Exhale as you squeeze it up there. Every time you bring it back down, nice, slow, and control. Right, we want to slow it down so we're getting only 10 repetitions in. It's not a race. We want to engage those muscles. All right, back out to those feet. Squat pops. Let's go in 2. Here it is, up and down. Bend those knees. You're sitting low. You do not have to touch the floor. You're not reaching for the floor by bending that chest over, right? Deep into that squat to touch down. 5 seconds, let's go. Pick it up, push. Woo, nice work. There's multi-grain Cheerios up there. Renegade rows, right side. All right, flat back, those toes.
Mommy, can I have cheeseburgers?
If you can reach them, yes. All right, those toes are tucked under so you can push back through those glutes to keep the hips and the back square, right? Up, big squeeze, nice, slow control down. Belly button stays pulled in, nice control down. Your chest is on fire, right? As you keep everything nice and balanced, now engage that back as you squeeze. Come on, guys, 10 seconds. Every repetition counts. Work, pull, almost there. Yes. All right, round 3 of those pop squats. Get ready in 3. Let's go. Get low. Just think, I gave those legs a rest. Make them work, make them engage. We're almost to the finish line. We have one group after this one. Push. Let's go, girls. Woo, 5 seconds. Show yourself what you've got. Yes. Left side, renegade row. Last set. Here it is. 60 seconds. 8 to 12 reps right here. Nice and controlled. Big squeeze up. Nice, slow down. Keep those hips square. Nose pointed straight to the floor. And remember, the belly button's pulled in. It's not clenched. Just pulled away from the waistband. A nice little, little squeeze in. Right? 30 seconds. Squeeze that elbow up. Then a nice control down. We're tearing it up. Making those muscles work. Building better, stronger. We've got this. Come on, 5 seconds. Let's go. Finish strong. Get that last repetition in. Beautiful. All right. 20 seconds of hard work. Then you get a 30-second break. Let's go. Pop squats. Let's get it. Our last round. We've hit every major muscle group for our strength. Our last round is corrective. Let's go. Push. Reach up high. Give it all you've got. You're gonna get a little bit of a breather. Let's go. Yes. Lights back on, please. Lights back on. Thank you, baby. All right. Keep those feet moving. We're in that quadruped again. All right. On that back. Only thing you're doing here is lifting one leg at a time. All right. Back stays flat. If you have that tennis ball at home, you're really working to keep that back flat. All right, you guys are joining me. Let's go. 60 seconds. Controlled movements. You really have to engage lifting that leg up. It's not about how high you lift the leg, right? Slow and controlled. Squeeze those glutes as you push that heel and toe away from you, making yourself long. If you have a ball on your back and it's not staying on, this is the hardest progression. This is one of the hardest progressions while keeping your knees on the floor. If you're having a hard time, you can go into that bird dog as that opposite arm helps counterbalance. All right. Keeping that belly button in. This is really, really important for our spinal cord, our hip health, and learning to engage our natural girdle. All right, our last round, we're going to a single leg. We're going to be on that left leg on the floor. You're tapping the right leg out, and then you're doing a skip. All right, so tap out with that right leg, skip. All right, so basically it's just a single left leg balance as you tap it out, skip it up. Toes stay straight ahead. Nice soft knee when you land from that skip. All right, so challenging that balance, challenging those glutes. We're back on the floor for that quadruped and leg raise. All right, you're driving those hands through the floor, pushing those toes through the floor to engage the glute on the ground, right? You have a neutral back, and that's one thing that's nice about the ball on the back. It forces your back to stay in a natural neutral position. All right, we do not want to tuck the hips under. We want to work on teaching our posture to be stronger. Always pulling that belly button in. I was talking about that at the end of the last round. This engages our natural girdle muscle, right? Nobody has a naturally flat tummy. The people that have flat bellies know how to engage their natural girdle. All right, 5 seconds, engage your girdle. Woo! And the only thing you need to do to engage that girdle is pull that belly button in just a little, right? Left leg on the floor again. Tap that right toe out, skip that right knee up, all right? If you're not jumping, you can simply do a calf raise, all right? Really work, still engaging the girdle, working that balance, working the glutes. All of that weight stays in that left leg. You guys look fabulous. Woo! Working it today, girls. Back down to the floor. We've got 2 rounds left. Hopefully you're seeing that heart rate come down. And if you're really focusing on these quadrupeds, you're really engaging a whole bunch of muscles. All right. Whew. As you see, I lost engagement there. My hips tucked, lost my ball, and there I go again. This exercise has been super important for me as I have a right hip that doesn't like to stay in alignment. And doing these exercises with a ball on my back has really helped reduce and alleviate a lot of my back pain. But you can see as I fatigue, I want to go into old compensation patterns. Keep squeezing, work that positioning, engage. See, my ball is all over the place. Woo. Engage, squeeze. Oh, Yeah, that was beautiful, guys. All right, right foot on the ground. Same thing we did on the other side. Tap it out, skip it up. All right, find a good rhythm, all that weight. All you're doing when you tap it out, all you're doing is tapping that big toe, not actually putting any weight on that foot. Woo. Nice soft knees, work that balance, squeeze those glutes, drive it up. Beautiful, guys, beautiful. Last round, we've got a minute and a half of harder work and we're done. All right, don't let that muscle fatigue affect your form. All right, if you have a ball at home and you're starting to lose it like I am, I'm going to regress myself into that bird dog in the hopes that I'll be able to keep my back position better, and I'm not. All right, guys, focus in, belly button in, work that position, nose pointed towards the floor. Don't let it fail. Over halfway through. Woo. Yes, guys, come on. Keep working, keep squeezing. Think you're long. You're nice and long. You're gonna have a flat belly from squeezing your girdle. 10 seconds. Engage that chest, those glutes. Beautiful work. One last round of that single leg, tap and skip, right foot on the floor. Here we go, 20 seconds, tap it out, jump it up. Remember, soft knee, toes straight ahead, right line. Yes, girls, you look awesome, beautiful balance. Keep pushing to the finish, 2 seconds. Nice job, shake it out. Hopefully that last round helped bring your heart rate down a little bit. Get a quick drink. We're gonna go down in that cool down stretch. All right, woo. All right, we're starting off in that staggered stance. Toes straight ahead, about double shoulder width. All right, right toe, heel lined up with those left toes. You're gonna bend that right leg, tuck those glutes under. I'm sure my regulars know that I don't change my stretch a lot, all right, because certain muscles have a propensity to get very tight. Those are the muscles that we need to be stretching. We want to be stretching with proper posture, all right? In this one, we're just squeezing the glutes, tucking the hips under so we get a big stretch down the inside of that thigh, all right? These are muscles that tend to pull our knees in a squat. All right, switch sides. All right, if we get sloppy in our stretching, what ends up happening is we overwork certain muscles and we stretch the wrong muscles. So having very focused stretching routine is really important. Bend that left leg, squeeze those glutes, enjoy that stretch down the inside of that thigh. Whew. Deep breath in and exhale to slow that breathing. I hope you guys are breathing as heavily as I am, my heavens. All right, beautiful work. We're coming to the floor. If you need to, you can get a towel or a blanket to go under that knee. 90 degrees on those legs with those back toes tucked under. All right, and all we're doing here is tucking the hips. All right, squeezing the bum. All right, you should already feel, you probably already feel a stretch down the front of the hip, down into that thigh. You want to take it up a notch, you reach that hand on the same side as the leg that's back up towards the ceiling. And if you want to take it up even higher, you just get a light lean over that bent leg. All right, as long as those hips stay tucked under. This is a very focused stretch for our hip flexors, down our quadricep. These hip flexors tend to get very tight because we sit a lot. So if you're working from home or you're sitting frequently, these are going to feel very, very tight. All right, we're going to switch sides. Tucking those toes under is what helps extend that quadricep muscle. And that's really important. We don't want to overstretch that muscle. Nice and tall in that chest, working that good posture. Big squeeze on those glutes. If you want, you can add that lean over, But if you find that that lean over doesn't allow you to keep those glutes tucked, then we don't add it. All right, big squeeze. And deep breaths in and out. Naturally, if you're ever stretching at home on your own and you're doing these stretches, make sure that you're holding them long enough that you don't feel that discomfort anymore. All right, we're going to go into a back stretch. Heels down, or butt down to those heels. You're going to reach those hands away into a child's pose, allowing that back to round and kind of pushing the shoulders and hands into the floor. You want to take this up a notch. Your palms are facing and your thumbs are pointing towards the ceiling. Big stretch down the outside back of your back, even down into your lower back and hips. All right. Every deep breath in and exhale, you sink deeper into that stretch. Beautiful. Nice job. All right. In that same position with those hips tucked under, you're going to bring those hands nice and wide. All right. Elbows dropping towards the floor. Roll those shoulders down and back, and then you're just pushing that chest towards the floor. You want to keep those hands relaxed. If you feel tingling or any weird sensation in those hands, make sure you kind of move around a little bit and stop. You don't want to agitate any nerves. But this should be a big stretch through your chest. Deep breath in and exhale. Push that chest to the floor, keeping those shoulders down and back. You can also do this stretch against a door jamb. Nice big stretch on the front of that chest. Whew, beautiful. And we're going to finish with that hamstring stretch again, just like we did in the beginning. Lying flat on that back. You can lift that left leg up first. You're just going to those hamstring kicks. All right, nice way to release those hamstrings after workout. If you use we always use our legs a lot, right, girls? Always using our legs a lot. So we want to make sure that we stretch them out. This is actually helping shut down our hamstrings so that our glutes can work just a little bit harder. You may find that they're tighter than they were in the beginning, or if you have relatively calm hamstrings, they might not bother you at all since we already released them. All right, switch those legs whenever you're ready. Keep those hips nice and flat on the floor. Keep that foot nice and relaxed and just kicking it straight up over the opposite shoulder. Big squeeze in that thigh. Nice slow bend back down. Make sure after our workouts, you're eating plenty of protein, 25 to 40 grams, shooting for that lean protein at every meal. It helps keep you fuller longer. It helps fuel the recovery and build those muscles. Healthy carbohydrates, leafy greens, fruits and vegetables. You guys are killers. Beautiful work. If you need anything, never hesitate to reach out and ask whatever you can. I'm always happy to help you. Keep kicking butt, rock stars.